First up, viewers, we have some big breaking news coming in. Donald Trump has once again now opened a new front against China. This time, the lab leak theory is in focus. The COVID-19 pandemic website has been overhauled by Donald Trump administration. And according to the newly overhauled website, the focus is on how the COVID-19 virus originated. And in a major development that has reignited the global debate over the origins of COVID-19, the Trump administration has now transformed the website into a centralized repository for documents, reports, scientific data, supporting the claim that the virus originated from a lab in Wuhan, in China. And the updated portal includes declassified US intelligence, peer-reviewed studies, and internal NIH communications, with the express intent of presenting what officials are calling clear and compelling evidence of a lab-based origin. So what Trump is essentially saying is that COVID-19 was not a product of nature, but it was a man-made pandemic. And we also have Alok Bansal also joining us live on this broadcast, a foreign affairs expert. A very good morning to you, Mr. Bansal. Donald Trump has overhauled the covid.gov website, and in this website he claims that the virus originated from a lab in Wuhan, and he also goes on to brand Dr. Fauci as a criminal.
Originated in Wuhan, I think that was very clear, and the whole world knew it. But the Chinese had been claiming that it was a natural virus, but the whole global community had been suspecting that Wuhan, having had a bio lab, this could have actually originated there. And now with Trump's assertion, it looks quite clear that the virus originated. What is strange is that there were certain amount of American funding available for this particular lab. And that's why Dr. Fauci's conduct all throughout the COVID was quite suspicious. And I think what he's saying is he's trying to reiterate what the global community had been suspecting for too long.
We also have our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, also joining us live on this broadcast. A very good morning to you, Abhishek. The lid is off because Donald Trump in this new website has blown the lid off what it calls the greatest medical cover-up in modern history, and that is the COVID-19 pandemic. He has blamed China, saying that the virus was man-made in a Wuhan lab, and he also gone on to brand Dr. Anthony Fauci as the criminal who was involved in the cover-up.
Well, absolutely, Deepak. So, per se, the information that's been put out on the White House website is not new. This is something which has been in public domain for a while, that the origin of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which is called COVID virus in 2019-20, was China, and not just China, but the gain-of-function lab in Wuhan in China, which was experimenting, tinkering with the genes of various viruses, including COVID. Essentially, the SARS virus, the information that's also shared is that this was not a natural jump from inanimate sources or from the source of COVID to human, but it was that there was one inoculation that happened, which obviously means that this was planned to go out like that. Also on Anthony Fauci, the fact that the doctor was pardoned by the Biden administration and Trump did not like it, and in fact the Trump campaign picked it up heavily at that time and showed it as proof of collusion between the Biden administration and China in some measure. So I think the information is not new, but given the backdrop of the tariff war, which is spanning out and which has gone particularly downhill in the case of China vis-a-vis the United States, with the tariffs going up to 245%, and just yesterday the Trump administration also slapping port fees, additional port fees on Chinese shipping lines if they are carrying trade with the United States. I think this is a part of a piece with that larger war of positions, so to say, going on between China and the United States, and between Trump administration and Beijing, essentially. And Trump really now putting it out officially on the White House website that they are going to tell the world that COVID originated in China officially. Apart from that, of course, there might be some internal dynamics at play. Remember, Dr. Fauci, as I mentioned, was pardoned by President Biden in just last week or so of his days in the White House. So whether there is going to be some change in that, and whether Trump is going to bring back some kind of prosecution against the head of the CDC, who helmed American response to the spread of COVID and was seen by the Trump constituency as being soft on China. And if that happens, really, this would be interesting times ahead again in U.S. politics. But as of now, what is important is, while we have known this information for a couple of years or more, that COVID originated in China and in the Wuhan lab of China, White House now making it its official position, which was something which was removed by the Biden administration earlier. So as much about internal political dynamics of the United States as about Donald Trump and the new America under Donald Trump taking positions which are clear about picking sides, which is clear about calling a spade, and this is another example of that.
That's right, Abhishek, and many are even calling this, are also seeing this move of the White House branding Dr. Fauci as criminal as a political move by the Trump administration. How do you look at these? These narratives that are now coming out in the public domain that this is nothing but a politically targeted move by Trump?